Come on, scroll up, fucker. On my channel. Bring this back up. Close out this chat box. Pop out chat. There we go. Okay. We hyperlink that into self-promotion. Oops. Into our Discord chat. Hey guys, welcome back. I'm just getting the last bits here set up, linking it into our Discord server channel. Okay, there we go. Okay, emptied the bladder, put a little weed in my pipe, topped off my soda. Let me go ahead and switch over my notes. Oops. In this stream, we are going to do the, come on, Tribunal Temple. No, I need the main quest. There we go. Here's the main quest. I am up to 4th, 5th trials. Endgame quest. I've met the god Vivek and received the plans to defeat Dagoth Ur. I still carry those with me. So I gotta find all the ash vampires and collect the powerful artifacts and then make my assault on Dagoth Ur himself. Sleeper's Wake, save several people from Dagoth Ur's spell. I just been killing the sleepers, man. They cop an attitude with me. You will comply. No, man. I'm an orc. I don't comply. Orc smash. Orc do what orc wanna do. Okay. So, let me bring up what they're talking about. Plans. Vivek's plans. Okay. By temple scholars and agents observed from interrogation of captured sleepers. And other 6th house cultists from study of manuscripts written by cultists and victims of dream-induced mania, from interviews with Lord Vivek concerning historical campaigns against Red Mountain, and from broad conjectures and inferences made upon these materials. This is our best estimate of Dagoth Ur's motivations and objectives in his most recent phase of his war upon Morrowind. Established a theocracy in Morrowind based on worship of the newborn god Akulakan, second Numidium, to be created by Dagoth Ur. You're not creating anything, man. I'm gonna smash it down. From the heart of Lorcan, and a body constructed according to the principles and rituals pioneered by the Dwemer Kargranek, established the ancient heirs of House Dagoth as the god priest of Akulakan, and the 6th house of Dagoth Ur as the dominant political power in Morrowind. Through charismatic conversion, unite the Dunmar under the guidance of Dagoth Ur to battle against the foreign animals who hold Morrowind in subjection. Dagoth Ur has apparently adopted the views views and motivations of the Dwemer High Craft Lord Kagranak. In effect, he recapitulates the ancient blasphemous folly of the Dwemer. Well, that's going to be his downfall. Why can't he just be himself? Expose the false worship of the tribunal and destroy the ecclesiastical authority and political power of the temple. How much the dissident priests or the cult of the Neverine may be controlled or influenced by the Sixth House in this regard is open to speculation. Nobody controls Neverine. Sorry, I'm pretty sure I spelled the title wrong, but it's basically the Neverine final quest. They gotta go around and get the final artifacts. Extirpate all remaining individuals of inferior and mongrel races from Morrowind. Drive the Empire from Morrowind. Recover ancient territory stolen by Skyrim and Argonia. Extend the worship of Akulakan to all nations of Tamriel through subversion and conquest. Plans to establish and expand the Sixth House. Phase 1, secure Red Mountain against tribunal intruders. Neater. I went inside. Guess what? I pissed on a rock in there. That's my rock. It's my fucking rock now. It's not your rock. That's my fucking rock. That rock belonged to Orc. Denied tribunal access to the heart, weakening the temple while securing Red Mountain for the creation of Akulakan. Keep the construction of Second Nemedeum a secret. Phase 2, create passive servants in ever-widening circles around Red Mountain by broadcasting compulsions couched in dream imagery to susceptible subjects in their sleep, the weak-minded, the easily influenced. Establish a major operational base at Kogorun in Kovostal. In Kogorun for further operations in the Ash Wastelands. Establish small bases near small ports, villages, and in lower-class waterfront districts in Vivek. Infiltrate and subvert smuggling syndicates. Recruit willing followers from disaffected populations, including the underworld, the poor, and rabid anti-imperial activists. Phase 3. Expand from smaller bases to other towns and villages and recruit the indoctrinate subjects made susceptible by dream sendings. Occupy abandoned towers and ruins and train corrupted cultists as raiders and irregular troops. Identify, discredit, and decimate possible sources of political resistance. Phase 4. Use assassination and terror to weaken, distract, and disrupt the legions and the imperial bureaucracy along with their Hlailu sympathizers. Inspire popular uprisings of the native poor against the foreign rich and powerful. Summon sleepers and dreamers to Dagoth Ur to work on Second Nemedeum. Or maybe that's the heart. All I remember is there's a structure in there he calls his heart. And I actually have to destroy it because it keeps him at max HP, I think, if I remember right. Once I destroy the artifact, then I can start actually doing damage to him, if I remember right. But he's a bugger to deal with, trying to destroy the heart, because he's attacking you and he's levitating and floating all over the place, and it's like, fuck, give me a goddamn 50 cal and I'll just shoot him down. Dagoth Ur thinks on a large time scale. Of course, he's a fucking god. He's got time doesn't matter. Crackers don't matter. For the most part, in the outside of time scale of the divine consciousness, he thinks that only obstacles of mythic scale are worth consideration. He believes he is fated to rule Morrowind, free Morrowind of the Empire, and to become the new hard-loving father of Morrowind. Given that perspective, the only opposing forces Dagoth Ur worries about are the Tribunal, the Daedra, the Emperor, and the Incarnate. Yeah, you better fear me, because I'm coming for you. You hear me in your dreams, whispering, I'm coming for you. With the Tribunal's loss of Sunder, oh, that's right, Sunder, Keening, and, God, one's a blade, one's a sword, or is it a shield, sword, and necklace, or helm? And with this diminishing resources of Vivek Omexia and Sotasil, Dagoth Ur believes he has permanently gained a decisive strategic advantage. On a mortal timescale, the battle may last for centuries, but the outcome is not in doubt. And Akalakan may be a device for dramatically reducing the timescale for a decisive victory. The myth of dynamic invincibility of the Emperor and Empire has long been an unquantifiable and intimidating threat, but recent rumors of unrest in Cyrodiil, of the Emperor's failing health, and the unsettling question of the succession have diminished the scale of that threat. Nonetheless, the revelation that the Neverine is a pawn of Imperial intelligence, handpicked and sent to Morrowind by the Emperor himself, may cause Dagoth Ur considerable anxiety. He's sweating in his boots, guys. He got a little bit of sweat dribbling down the side of his forehead. The Daedra represent no coherent obstacle to Dagoth Ur. Nonetheless, their personal abilities and their influence upon their fanatic followers is considerable. Their motives and actions obscure, and Dagoth Ur remains concerned about them. The Incarnate represents Saint Nerevar, a mythic force that has previously defeated Dagoth Ur. Dagoth Ur is obsessed with this threat. At the same time, Dagoth Ur knew Nerevar personally, knew that he was a mortal man with faults and weaknesses. Dagoth Ur may have some hope of seducing or negotiating with Nerevar's reincarnation. Boy, is he in for a surprise. Further, when Nerevar and the Tribunal defeated Dagoth Ur, they were strong and allied. Now the Neverine and the Tribunal are weakened, opposed and divided. Therefore, will the Neverine and the Tribunal represent the most serious threat to Dagoth Ur's plans. He still has good reason to believe that this time he will prevail. A recent timescale of Dagoth Ur's activities. Much of the following timescale is based on inference from incomplete information. Before 2E882, Dagoth Ur and his kin lie dreaming beneath the sills of Red Mountain. 2E882, Dagoth Ur and his ash vampires awake, refreshed, and emerge from lower Red Mountain into the Heart Chamber. Dagoth Ur ritually binds himself and his brethren as Heart Whites in a ritual of his own devising. First stages of construction of second Nemedium, conceived during a long sleep, are begun by Heartlets, and Atronach constructs in a chamber near the heart of Lorcan, keeping the second Numidium project a secret from the Tribunal is a high priority. 2E8082, the Tribunal is the same date mark over and over again. The Tribunal arrive at Red Mountain for their annual ritual, bathing in Heart's power. Dagoth Ur and Ash vampires ambush the Tribunal. The Tribunes are driven away and prevented from restoring themselves with Kagranak's tools at the heart of Lorcan. That's where I had to travel around the continent to gather the 3 artifacts. I guess I'm wrong. It's been a while, yeah. It's been a while since I played this. I'd say probably about 3 years ago was the last time I played and beat it, so definitely a lot of time, a lot of content that I forgot about. Intermittent Tribunal campaign of 2E882 to 3E417. Intermittent Tribunal campaigns assault Red Mountain. The Tribunal and supporting forces seek to force access to the Heart Chamber, but are repeatedly driven back. Dagoth Ur's recruits sleepers and dreamers through dream sendings. Cultists are recruited through dream compulsion. Weaker cultists become corpus beasts. Stronger cultists advance through stages towards the powers of the ascended sleepers. 3E400. Kolgarun reoccupied by Dagoth assault and fortified as an advanced base for 6 health operations. Blight storms more frequent and widespread. Soul sickness spreads in regions close to Red Mountain. 3E410. 6 house bases found near Narmak and in waterfront areas of Vivek. 6 health operatives exploit smuggler organizations and communications to spread their influence among victims unbalanced by Dagoth Ur's dream sendings. 3E415. Small cells of 6 health cultists in every town in Vardenfell. Larger 6 house operations are concealed in remote dungeons where creatures are bred and cultists are trained for the coming struggle. Big fucking scroll. Damn thing probably weighs 10 pounds. Okay, 3E417. Almalexia and Sothasil lose their artifacts, keying and sundered to Dagoth, Odros, and Vemen. Vivek rescues Almalexia and Sothasil, but failing to recover Keen and Sunder, the Tribunal retreat from Red Mountain in disorder. Surviving buoyant Armiger companions know the Tribunal is forced to retreat, but do not know how serious a reversal the Tribunal has suffered. The 3 tribunes return to their respective capitals and continue to perform their ritual functions. The tribunes continue to grow weaker without access to the heart, and because of resources required to support the Ghost's fence. The inner circle of the temple priesthood has begun to suspect that tribunes have suffered seriously from wounds and demoralization in the wake of reverses at Red Mountain, but do not recognize the scale of the problem. 3E426 to 427. A campaign of 6 house assassinations of prominent Imperial citizens and Telelu Imperial sympathizers. Sudden increase in numbers and seriousness of attacks by cultists and victims deranged by soul sickness. Noted with concern. 1. Dagoth Ur can apparently perceive and communicate directly through his cultists. Sleepers and dreamers are often reported speaking as though with Dagoth Ur's voice and intention. Little is known about the feature, scale, or stage of completion of Akulakan second Numidium. No one has gained entrance to the heart chamber since 2E282. 3E417, Keening and Thunder were captured and may substantially aid in Akulakan's construction. Okay, let's close that. There's Vivek's plan. What do I have? Read. There's a lot of reading right now we have to do to get familiarized with Keening and to where these items are. A lot of hints on exactly locations. Keening and the second piece are inside the mountain. It looks like it possibly maybe used to power stuff. Beneath Red Mountain dwelling miners discovered a great magical stone. At the first methods, Lord Kagranak, high priest and mage crafter of the ancient Dwemer. We determined that his magical stone was the heart of the god Lorcan. Okay, so it is a big stone. Cast here in Dawn Era as punishment for his mischief in creating the mortal world, determined to use its divine powers to create a new god for the exclusive benefit of the Dwemer. Kagranak forged 3 great enchanted artifacts that are called Kagranak's tools. Wraithguard, Gauntlet, okay, yep. Oh my god, it's in bulk. I've got Wraithguard. So we need to go back. I need to go back to Balmora because I just put it on the table. Good thing I didn't sell it. What the fuck? Come on, Whoopi. Fuck it. I don't even feel like putting my armor on today. Let's just go beat his ass. Fuck it. I'll slap him around and fart on his face a couple times. I'll still kill him. I'm a fucking orc, yeah. Shove his face in my armpit. That'll knock him on his ass. Great enchanted artifact. Kagranak's. So I've got Wraithguard, I think. I gotta double check my cache house, but I think it's there. I think I just literally dropped it off on my last drop off. An enchanted gauntlet to protect its wearer from destruction. When tapping the heart's power, Cinder is an enchanted hammer. Cinder is an enchanted hammer to strike the heart and produce the exact volume and quality of power desired. Keening is an enchanted blade. Yep, a hammer and a blade. A war hammer and a blade. Deflay and focus the power that rises from the heart. Kagranak use these tools on the heart in the battle. Okay, I think it's going to tell me how I use it. I think it's how I use them. No one knows what happened, but the Dwemer race disappeared entirely from the mortal world. Lord Neverine and Lord Dagoth retrieved these tools and didn't know what to do with them. Neverine asked Dagoth to guard the tools while he went to consult with his counselors, Vivek, Alexia, and Sotasil. He left and spoke with his 3 counselors, and they decided to return together to Red Mountain to decide what to do. But while Neverine was gone, Dagoth was tempted and confused by the powers of the tools. When Neverine and counselors arrived, he refused to give up the tools, claiming he had sworn to Neverine to protect them. Then Dagoth fought with Neverine and counselors and was mortally wounded and driven off. The tools were recovered, and Neverine and his counselors decided to take the tools for safekeeping. They all swore a great oath never to use the tools, but after Nevervine's death, Vivek and Lexi and Silvasil yielded to temptation. They took these tools themselves and went to Lorkhan's heart, buried beneath Red Mountain, and gave themselves divine powers. But Dagoth had not died. We don't know what happened, but this was what we believe. His experiments with Kagrenak's tools had joined him to the heart's divine nature in some way, so that he learned to draw power directly from the heart. We conjecture that Dagoth Ur, driven by anger and greed, used the heart without caution and restraint, and as a result, he has become terribly powerful and terribly mad. But the tribunal showed great care and restraint in their use of the tools, and so they were not driven mad. And they did many good things nonetheless. The tribunal too appeared to have been corrupted. I think it's supposed to say appear to have been corrupted by the heart's power, though more subtly. Kagrenak's tools are cursed. Stealing power from the heart of a god is a terrible folly and fated to disaster. The tribunal is losing its battle to control the power of the heart. They are sustained by the same tainted power that drives Dagoth Ur mad. They grow weak and cannot protect us from Dagoth Ur. But even if they could, would we be wise to worship gods such as these? These demons? They conceal the truth from us out of shame. They persecute the Neverine and the dissident priests out of shame, when they should be welcoming them and enlisting their aid against Dagoth Ur. The tribunal have done much good for Morrowind and the Dunmer, but they succumbed to the temptation of Kagrenak's tools. And though these tools once may have seemed the instruments of salvation, now they must be seen as instruments of doom. Okay. Kagrenak's tools. Yeah. Plan book. Let's take a look at plan book. Okay, same thing, unreadable. That's alright. Message from Dagoth Ur. Oh, I've already read this. It's just him. Oh, buddy, we were friends once. Remember? Don't you remember friends? Ooh, I remember. Yeah, kiss my ass. You turned sour. Sundown. What I'm looking for is Vivek's plans. I think that's what the paper was called. Okay, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it was just Malaga. Dagoth Ur's plans. Okay, so we need to go back to right here and find Wraithguard. Where'd I put Wraithguard? Gauntlet. go. Somewhere I've got Wraithguard. I'm looking for Sunder and Keening. So we got 2 items left to get. I just somewhere, somehow, fucking stumbled across that in a prior quest. There's no reason for me to have a named item like that. Unless it was a gift during a quest line. Again, like I said in some of my earlier streams of the other faction quest lines, I didn't want to overloot stuff. I just went in, did the job, and grabbed the average stuff like gold, diamonds, rubies, emeralds, stuff like that. If it had a really nice name to it, then I just, basically most of the magical items, if they were kind of a custom name, I just left them alone. I didn't want to cross-taint any of the quest lines. Six house amulets, that's an average item, so that was no big deal stealing those. Because I need one for a quest anyways. I go and kill one of the Dagoths, and I'm supposed to bring back his amulet, and that was like way a while ago. So, before we start this, let me change the channel. I'm not sure what we got playing on the TV. Oh, it's Snoop Dogg's Smokers Wild. I'm not much for game show, but hey, more power to him. So, be right back. Okay, got my remote. Put my laptop's all charged up. I want to do some visuals from a third-party source or third-party point of access when I was messing with my sound and everything. So let me get my. I forgot the other remote, and I grabbed the TV remote, assuming I still had the volume remote right here. Okay, so. John dies at the end. No. You know what? Guy, lists. You know what I'm going to do? Fuck it. Let's slap on some Rick and Morty. Just drop it down here, around about. Me seeks and destroy. There we go. We'll throw on a little Rick and Morty in the background. Let me get my charger cord out from underneath my feet. That all right there. Yeah, got a IBM ThinkPad 775. E535. E535 ThinkPad by IBM. X64 architecture. AMD 64 architecture, of course. 8 gigs of RAM on board. 1 gig video card. That way I can sit, watch TV, and tinker on code if I want. It's like, I think it has nice, it's a widescreen display. The one I really want has the, it's the tech pad. And it actually has 2 monitors. There's a side monitor that slides out from behind the other monitor. It's actually really cool. It's also AMD 64. I think that's like 16 gigs of RAM in it. Dual monitor capability, of course. It was a smaller monitor, slid out to the right, but still, it was a second fucking monitor. That was the fucking coolest thing. So, let's do... Got that. Let's slide that down. Let me take... God, there. It's cool. Yagram, Dagoth, and Wraithguard. Yep. Oops. Got those. And quests. No, I should have planned to defeat Dagoth Ur. So let's come back here. Inventory. Let's make sure I wanna, if I've got that book. SP plan to do. There it is. Duh. Come on. Haven't smoked enough weed yet, and brain's still a little all over the place. For the past 20 years, the tribunal have tried unsuccessfully. Hold on. Okay. For the past 20 years, this tribunal have tried unsuccessfully to execute this plan. However, we failed because we were required to stage an assault and simultaneously maintain the ghost fence to prevent the threatened large-scale breakout of Dagoth Ur's blighted hosts. With the Neverine leading the assault and the tribunal free to devote their full energies to maintaining the ghost fence, this plan has a greater chance of success. Unfortunately, however, the loss of the artifacts Sunder and Keening and the recent increase in Dagoth Ur's strength possesses new problems for the execution of the plan. Oh, and I think I remember where I got Wraithguard. I think I got Wraithguard from Vivek. I don't know. That kind of sounds vaguely familiar. Put a lot of hours into these quest lines. Wow. This is Yeah, this is a massive, massive, in my opinion, for the time it came out. This was massive. This was a massive fucking game. So, back to the game. Possesses new problems for the execution of the plan. Therefore, our proposed plan has the following 5 phases. Have a series of aggressive raids to scout inside the ghost bins. Or I just walk up to the front door and kick the motherfucker in. Oops. Ooh. 18. I'm not gonna go around and kill the guys outside. I'm just going straight in. Grab my 2 items, equip them, go straight to the rock, beat on it, and then face him and smack him down. Yeah, something like that. And assault of... Okay, where was I? Series of neutralize Dagoth Ur's Ash Vampire Kin and recover art. You know what? I really haven't run into a lot of vampires. And I swear there's an actual vampire quest, side quest you can do. Of course, I haven't done any of the... It's not even listed in the different faction quest line that I'm going through. Otherwise, I would have done that since it was part of the list. But it's not, so I don't know where it starts. There's also, if I remember right, because of... oh, I forget what... expansion packs. There's 2 expansions for this, and this is Game of the Year edition, so it comes complete with everything added. So the 2 expansions, the names, I can't think of them right now, but basically one introduces a werewolf that you have to track down and kill. A new island in the northwest. It's kind of a Nord Island, I guess you can call it. Norse Island, a Nord Island for the Nords. I think that, yeah, they're called Nords here. And that's where the werewolf is, and there's some other quests you can do up there. But right, we're focused on the main one. And then there's supposed to be a quest line where you have to contract vampirism, and then you have to actually cure yourself. And then you can do the same thing with the werewolf. You can let the werewolf turn you, and then you get a cure, but then you are able to switch to werewolf form when you want to. So if I don't know, I'll let you guys. Like I said before, every time, you know, when I'm scripting or when I'm doing stuff with the public, I always turn to the public for their input on stuff. What do they want to see? Do you want me to just do all the main factions and then we move on and do Oblivion? Or do you want to do the vampire and the werewolf quest? They're short quests, but they're part of the 2 expansion packs. So maybe I'll do something like put a little footnote on my descriptions during the streams to give me your input on these. Yeah. Or maybe I'll just turn to my good old trusty D20 and we'll leave it to chance. How about that? So, back to the game. We're reading Vivek, the plans to destroy Dagoth Ur. We need to get in as much information as we need. Again, I got the cheat sheets pulled up, and UESP actually does a pretty nice way of doing it, because they're for you to really get an actual walkthrough from them, you have to actually sit there and go through some hyperlinks and pinpoint, and then Nell Sunboom, it just sits there and tells you, go here, kill this, do this, turn that. Right here is where the thing is, and I really don't want it. I want to make these go quickly so we're not spending hours just running around with our heads up our asses, or our heads up each other's asses, trying to find a cave. I want to get in. I'll look for the hint that tells me the general direction, and then from there I'll try to look. If after say 5 or 10, 15 minutes we don't stumble across it, then I'll bring it up on a big map and get the rough general idea there, and then I'll head to that area and start using my local map and try to trigger the entrance and try to find that entrance. So that's the type of hint system we're going to be, style of hint using I'm going to apply in this to expedite each quest, but not without just doing it step by step as it reads on most of these walkthrough sites. I just need to know the basics, man. Just tell me the basics. Is it west of something? Is there some landmark that I can recognize? And is it on the north or west or south, east? Where? Just get me in the general direction, and I can go from there. Maybe even ask around town. I'm sure they'll know what I'm talking about by then. So, okay, once again, back to the game. Okay, so you got some reason in the Earth's ass vampire can recover artifacts from the bodies of his skin. So, yeah. Definitely let me know, what do you guys want to do? After I finish this and the Morag Tongue final 5 writs, do you guys want me to do the vampire and the werewolf, do the expansion packs, or just move on to Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion? And I'll make my decision then. Yeah. Okay. An assault of Gate Citadel or Odrosol to neutralize Dagoth Ur and recover the artifacts blade keening. The artifacts Wraith Guard Thunder and keening to separate. Yeah, I've got to destroy the heart, which is a big chunk of stone, glowing rock. Phase 1 raids inside the ghost fence. The tribunal ordinators and buoyant armigers are familiar with the terrain and will provide maps and current intelligence reports. The region inside the ghost fence is dangerous, and a Neverine will need to be familiar with its particular challenges. I haven't actually explored in there. I know where the entrance is because I've had to actually go in to a couple different caves up there, so I've got basically one strip of fog of war cleared. Basically, it's just following the road up, and then there was a couple caverns off to the side I need to get in and do stuff for prior quests. So, okay, the region inside the ghost fence is dangerous, and Neverine will need to be familiar with its particular challenges. After measuring skills and resources against Dagoth Ur's defenses, and Neverine will know better how to pace the campaign. Oh, I'm coming in guns blazing, buddy. Alternating raids with improving skills, getting better equipment, and stockpiling resources. Raids upon Ash Vampire citadels. Dagoth Ur's kin had become markedly more powerful in recent decades. After remaining stable for thousands of years. If they can be individually isolated and destroyed, they will not be able to support Dagoth Ur in later stages of the war. It may also be that the dramatic increase in their power comes from items enchanted by Dagoth Ur. Salvage of such items might contribute to our resources. Okay. Phase 3, assault on Great Gate Citadel. Viminal. Essential to recover the artifact Hammer Sunder. For Phase 5, Ash Vampire Dagoth Vemin has possession of Sunder. He probably seeks to discover the secrets of its enchantments. He may also have access to notebooks and journals of Kagranak that have survived in the Dwemer workshops of Viminal. Assault on Gate Citadel Odrosal. I think I gotta go to these different 6 houses, I think. Essential to recover the artifact Blade Keening for Phase 5. The Ash Vampire Dagoth Odros has possession of Keening and probably seeks to discover the secrets of its enchantments. He may have also access to notebooks and journals of Kagranak that have survived in the Dwemer workshops of Odrosal. All the previous stages are preparations for this stage. Recent expeditions show that Citadel Dagoth has undergone extensive expansion. The location will need to be explored carefully. The known route to the Heart Chamber will be well defended. Alternative routes may exist. Dagoth Ur will have anticipated or planned to destroy him by attacking the heart, and he will almost certainly personally oppose approach to the Heart Chamber. Together, the Tribunal could not defeat him, and he has grown stronger since then. Admittedly, the Tribunal had the distraction of maintaining the Ghost Fen simultaneously with fighting Dagoth Ur, but even so, the challenge seemed daunting. The adoption of this phased campaign seems to offer the best chances for success. In retrospect, the Tribunal's decision to directly assault Citadel Dagoth rather than proceed step by step through lesser objectives must be seen to have been a serious error. The Tribunal did not feel it had the option of a slow-paced and deliberate campaign, given that they had many others competing priorities, not the least of which was the maintenance of the coast fence and outer defenses surrounding Red Mountain. The Neverine, on the other hand, should be best served by a careful step-by-step advance, with additional advantage of building confidence along the way, while successes would undermine Dagoth Ur's own assurance in his defenses, employing Kagranak's tools against Dagoth Ur. The source of Dagoth Ur's supernatural power is the heart of Lorkran. The heart is also the source of the Tribunal's divine powers. Lot of reading. Okay, during mythic times, the gods took and hid Lorak's heart beneath Red Mountain as a punishment for creating the mortal plane. The Dwemer discovered the heart while building underground colonies. High Craft Lord Kagranak created enchanted tools intended to trap the power of the heart. The War of the First Council was fought to prevent this sacrilege. Kagranax's use of these tools and the disappearance of the Dwemer race marked the end of the war. Kagranax's tools were recovered by the Lord Nerevar and Dagoth Ur. Dagoth Ur was left to guard the tools while Neverine came to consult with us, his advisors. In Nerevar's absence, Dagoth Ur experimented with the tools upon the heart and was corrupted. We returned to discover a deranged Dagoth Ur who refused to turn over the tools. When he attacked us, we drove him away. We left Red Mountain with the tools, and subsequently Solta discovered their secrets. Collectively, we used the tools to establish a connection with the heart, enabling ourselves to transform our mortal natures. Thus we became the Tribunal. Dagoth Ur had survived our attacks, and without the tools, in a manner not well understood. Dagoth Ur also managed to stab its connection with the heart and to transform itself into an immortal being. Our plan to destroy Dagoth Ur also runs the risk of destroying the Tribunal. The plan is to permanently disrupt Kagranax's enchantments upon the heart, severing connections with Dagoth Ur and ourselves and rendering us all once again mortal. Immortal Kagranak may then be destroyed by mundane means. Yeah, that's right. Okay, I was remembering right. I have to destroy the heart, which then makes him mortal, and then I can just kick him around. Play hacky sack with him. Loss of godhood and possible death of the Tribunal are judged a necessary risk and sacrifice. The normal procedure for establishing connection with the heart is a three-step process. The wearer of Wraithguard strikes the heart with the hammer sunder, causing the heart to produce... Yeah, okay, that's what I was thinking. I was going to hit it, and then chop it, and then I think that's it. Yep, hit it, chop it. Okay. To produce a pure tone. Sorry, kind of wandered off there. And then the wearer of the Wraithguard strikes the heart with the blade keening, shattering the pure tone into a prism of tone shades. These tone shades are then imprinted upon the substance of the wearer of Wraithguard, giving him an immortal and divine nature. The Neverine will not be taught the secret rituals required to form the third step. Instead, the Neverine will strike the heart with keening for a second time, causing its tones to diverge into unstable patterns of interference. Further repeated strikes with keening will further disrupt the tones, with the ultimate result of shattering and dispelling Kagranax's original enchantments. Binding the heart, thereby severing the heart's links with Dagoth Ur and with any surviving heartwits, and with the Tribunal. Destroying Kagranax's enchantments on the heart will also stop the corruption and infusion of the heart's divine power, and end the blight on Morrowind. Get rid of all the blight storms, all the sickness. The Neverine may be tempted to steal the power of the heart. Dagoth Ur and Solta alone know the secret. Dagoth Ur may, in extremity, propose to teach the Neverine to use Kagranax's tools to become a god. We doubt that the Neverine is fool enough to trust Dagoth Ur and are content to take this risk. Be warned, the Neverine cannot safely equip either keening or sunder unless wearing Wraithguard. The Neverine will be injured every moment while holding either of these artifacts. Yeah. The Wraithguard counterbalances to if I were have either the weapons equipped, it's a negative effect against me. I have to have Wraithguard equipped to counterbalance. I don't remember how it works now. I knew there is some counterbalance. If you aren't wearing all three of them, then you'll be hurt. Persistence will be rewarded with death. If Neverine can equip an item while not wearing Wraithguard and receive no injury, the item is counterfeit. One last note, Dagoth Ur must not get hold of Wraithguard, and Neverine must prepare and use a recall or a civi intervention if there is any risk of death or capture. The element of surprise, Dagoth Ur will not expect you to destroy Kagranek's enchantments on the heart. He does not know it is possible. He would not do it himself, and he knows we have never tried. He will not believe anyone would want to sacrifice the promise of such power, further advancement in House Dagoth, as in all great houses, is by challenging and confrontation within the hierarchy. The Neverine's challenges and defeats of ash vampires in battles with the Sixth House will be viewed in that light. Okay, so I know what I need to do. I just need to figure out where to frack to get the last two pieces. Dagoth Ur and his kin may assume the Neverine's ambition is to control the heart. Given that assumption, it is only reasonable that the Neverine would try to defeat each of Dagoth Ur's subordinates in turn, working up to Dagoth Ur. If the Neverine can defeat Dagoth Ur and control the heart, so much the better. But logically, the Neverine would wish rise as high in the hierarchy as possible before cutting a deal with head of the house. Dagoth Ur should try to recruit the Neverine into House Dagoth. It may be possible to pretend to join him, then betray him. However, any attempt to deceive him will be very risky. House Dagoth has a tradition to subterfuge and treachery, and because he is a deceiver, he will expect deception. We place no compulsion upon Neverine to adhere to the plans described here. We believe that they offer the best chance of destroying Dagoth Ur, but we have also chosen to place our trust in the Neverine's judgment and skill. Frankly, we see no alternative. If there are doubts or questions, speak with Vivek. He has agreed to serve as a Neverine's guide and counselor for this campaign. It may be that if the Neverine succeeds, the tribunal will not survive. Such sentiments as might have been expressed to the tribunal should, in that case, be addressed to land and people of Morrowind. May the happy convergence of fortune and prayer meet in our destiny. On behalf of Lady Almalexia and Lord Sotasil, Vivek. Okay, I remember it all. I hit it with the hammer, then I hit it with the sword, repeatedly, until the tone shatters and breaks their connection. I hit it once, I can become a god, and then sit in mortal combat to the ends of time, we beating on each other. At least I'll keep him occupied and distracted so he will never do his plans ever again. He'll be infinitely locked in combat and focused on me. Come at me, brah. I got all the time in existence. Come at me. I don't need to sleep. I'm a fucking god now. don't have time to meditate and reach out. But everybody still be blighted, so. Hold on. So let me bring it up. Okay. Come on. Okay. So I gotta go. Where do I? Oh, Odrasol has Keening and Viminal has Sunder. So we actually have to assault. Okay, I've done those. Okay, and I've talked to Vivek. The location of Keating artifacts should be marked on your game map. The citadel of Odrasol is just southeast of Dagoth Ur, in the center of the island. There's Odrasil. Okay. Okay, so I've been to Odrasil. So we need to. So I have actually assaulted the 6 houses. I've done the assault on all the 6 houses, and then went and talked to. Hey, how's it going there? Welcome back, buddy. Sorry, can't pronounce your name. Let's go back. Let me refresh my browser. There we go. There we go. I'm back. How's it going this week? Are you friend? What do you mean? Do I have friends? Yeah, I got a few. I don't get out much. I'm not that kind of person to go out and socialize a lot. Never see the need to. Don't need 10,000 friends. I just hang out with people that have the same interests as me. Married. Got 2 kids. I don't know where the frack I'm going. We need to go to Red Mountain. I need to go into Ghost Gate. That's what I need to do, man. I get good Ghost Gate. Okay, let's head to Ghost Gate. Just a little bit more weed and I'll be good. My brain will be set right, yeah. Here we go. Okay. to head up to Odrasol, which is up by Dagoth Ur on the Red Mountain. We need to retrieve Keening. Did you really respawn, motherfucker? Holy shit. Oh no, we need to get in the deep, wide, smooth gash. One of these days I'll find the man in the little man in the boat in here. We have to get into Ghost Gate and head up to it. It's just off the right of the main trail up to Dagoth Ur. First I thought we were going to wind up doing, and then I realized doing assaults on all the six houses, but I already done that through for the tribunal. That was part of that tribunal quest line. That's right. That's what it was. The tribunal quest line to be tested as a Neverine, be tested and entitled the Neverine Reincarnate, and the Hortator Incarnate. Always verify that gate is clear when it drops. Nothing got through. Nothing got through. Security comes first. Well, that's how you do a frickin' double gate system. It's there to protect everybody else. If something gets through one gate, hey, let that gate close. When it closes, that thing's trapped in. It ain't going anywhere. You sit out. Guys outside the gate, snipe it with what have you. Uh-oh. Fuck that, it's flu season. Did not just fucking take a swing at me, did you? Motherfucker. be. God damn it. It took out my fucking power. God damn it. Still not worth it. There she is. $400,000 drakes, holy crap. God dang it. God damn it, give me my fucking settings. Why did it... I was viewing 720p. Why did it jump up to 1080p? Okay. Friendship used to describe. Oh, it's been it's not like a subscription bar. I got like a donor bar for Steam Web. Hello there, Vladimir Polyakov. Is that it? Oh, game development. For data server. MySQL database server, basically. Uh-oh. Thought I equipped it. Okay. Was condition 1300 1300. I am part of NOM. It's just basically a buddy of mine has a company name called NOM Soft, NOM Entertainment, and we're both scripters. We've been doing writing expansion packs and add-on scripts, customizations for private World of Warcraft servers. We did a lot of stuff on AC Web, emudev.com, EMU Devs, and did a lot of work with Trinity, ArcEMU. Did a little bit with Mangoes. Mangoes. I just call it Mangoes. A little bit with it. But mainly Trinity. I started on ArcEMU, then moved over to Trinity. I don't know if you even would know what I'm talking about as far as, but yeah, that's so we've been doing it for years, and we want to sit down and actually start making video games ourselves. We got these ideas. We got some basic, good, decent names in the private World of Warcraft modification circles, which is probably 1/1000th of the circles out there of different computer programming circles out there. So in our little tiny corner, we got a name. We got a name for each one of us has made a name for ourselves with some really nice quality stuff. We've always done non-profit, full release, free to the public type thing. And so we decided to join together, and we got a few video games ideas on the plate. A few of them will require a server database storage. What the heck? Hold on. Don't know why my Samsung just decided to connect. Get back over there. Close that. And a few of them are going to require information to be stored for individual characters type stuff, so people will be able to make a permanent character or a group of permanent characters that they can keep reusing. So I'm trying to help drum together a little bit of funding here and there of what I can to help ensure that we're able to get the plugins we need, possibly pay for the graphical artists that we need, stuff like that. And it's not during the summertime. I have a summer job. It pays really good money. I make a lot of hours, so I squirrel away a lot of monies. But mainly monies I squirrel away is focused on making sure come wintertime when I can't work because the ground freezes. Hey Harry, welcome back. How's it going there, guy? So once the ground freezes, I have to sit on my ass and wait until spring. So every winter, during the summertime, I put my body to work, and in the wintertime, I put my brain to work. doing video games. It's what I love to do. I love to get my hands into the code. So that's why I'm looking for, if people want to help the cause. Would you stop doing that? Frickin' Samsung. I'm getting tired of this. I think I need a new USB cord for my poor little Samsung phone. So we've got about 4 or 5, 6 different random ideas. We're sitting down. We've been discussing possibles of which ones to start with. We want to do something simple, standalone, so get us basically a field of water out there and get some funding in that we can roll over and help us get servers going for these other ones, because there'll be a multi-login type thing. Got a couple standalone, single player type games that we've got ideas for. Nothing we're really going into depth to discuss it at this time. So that's all I can tell you about what we have planned in the future. I am in the United States, Anishinaabe in the United States. I'm in Pocatello, Idaho, MST -7 hours, -7 hours. Mountain Standard Time, Southeast Idaho, Pocatello. Little frozen mountain town up here. So now what? Okay. Yeah, I just equipped Keening. So, okay, we found Keening. Yeah, that was Keening. Now we need to find the Warhammer. Keening, acquiring Sunder. Should be made on your in-game map. It is hidden in Viminal Northwest. Viminal. I don't know if... What? Just gotta figure out where this place is. That doesn't make sense. Just northwest. Come on, give me the fucking map. It is. Okay. It's not a fucking island, though. Okay, so get me out of here. So now we gotta go find Sunder. There's the road. Why don't I just follow the fracking road? So you just gotta follow the trail. Yeah. Ex-military. Did some, well, my whole life. My parents were military. And then when I moved out, I joined the military. So never really had a permanent state home. So you may notice sometimes I've been around different accents every time for my whole life. A few years here. What the hold on. Stupid fucking Samsung, you piece of god dang it. There. I'm just gonna unplug your cast. What's that? Yeah, go fuck yourself. Attention. Fuck you. You're not gonna get it now. There we go. So I was exposed to many different accents over my lifetime as a child and as an adult. So sometimes my accent may actually change, but predominantly most of it's actually an Oklahoma accent. Still, I spent about total of about 6 years at Fort Sill, Oklahoma. So that really made an imprint. Being around Texas, Oklahoma accent really made an imprint over time. How did I? What the frick? Somehow I gotta get up that bridge. Are you coming after me, boy? Get over, just die. Yeah. I am, I think I'm 47, 48, something like that. I never really paid attention. Yeah, just wake up, go to work, come home, eat dinner, clean up, go to bed. If I have time for fun stuff. Darn confounded bridge got me turned around. Where'd that bridge go? Where's that come out? Anybody seen the bridge? Where's that bridge? Where's that confounded bridge? Yeah, this is the way I need to go. I swear it's over here. You said northwest. Looks like there's a path here, maybe a path there. Nope, that was a rock. Looks more like a dagger than a sword, even though they say it's a sword. Could that be something here? I don't know. Dang it. I said get over here. Okay, the outer and inner Dagoth Ur. asunder. Veminol. Oh, I need to come over this map here. Dagoth. Oh, that's right. No. Okay, we're gonna go forward to the right. There's the gash. There should be a long gash right here. Yep, this is the gash right here. Turn to great breakdown. Passive aggression. Where did it slip locally? Kogoru? That's how I'm looking. Nope, not yet. Not legalized yet. We keep getting closer every year we have a vote. And last year it was 60-40. It's it was 60 against 44. So yeah, not yet, but we're getting closer, It's a long uphill battle. Oh, here it is, baby. Kogoru. Okay, I might just... Kogoru. Okay, here we go. Oh, there you are. Don't run. Why aren't you running? Oh, these salt's an asshole. The Raising Gazorpasaur episode of Rick and Morty with oh shoot, now I forgot her name. She plays Aaron Soon from Farscape, and she does the voice of one of the Gazorpasaur ladies in charge. Oh yeah, yeah, I'm sure there's social, political, and individual differences across some bases, but individual uniquenesses. Maybe have a lot of basic constructs that are parallel, but I'm now at 929. I can go this way. Also torque. Doing it. Oh, come on. Said one of these Dagoths would have. Just fucking hilarious. I can't wait to see it next season. Dagoth Solar. Oh, come on. They didn't just looked at the title and it was a Dagoth that would have the oh, here we go. There's another Dagoth. Bring it. Good. Sunder. Hey, Ant Head Heart. Ant Head Art. How's it going tonight? Thanks for stopping by, buddy. And we got the Hearthio. Supposed to snag that from him. Thanks for the subscription. So subscribe there, Ant Head Art. Thanks a lot, man. Oops. I got these. Well, let me switch over here real quick. I got a bunch of pages open. There we go. And I crack them in the head. So now we have all three pieces. We have Wraithguard, we have Sunder, and we have Keening. So now we can go forth and challenge. Let's see if we're now. Yeah, we'll go this way. Up to the left and to the right. Oops, seriously? You respawn? Or did I just not kill you? Okay, I'm gonna save right here. Yeah, we are doing the main quest right now. What I've been doing is just the main faction quest lines with just doing the main faction quest lines. Haven't done any of the random extra quests, like the random people you run across just walking through the whole world. There's all those NPCs you can interact and help in town, out of town, all those. We haven't done anything. I just focused straight on each faction quest line. I have we just received the last 3 items to face Dagoth Ur to break the heart, or break the connection of the heart and reverse its effects. And then I've got 4 or 5 writs for the head of the Morag tongue that now I have Sunder. That's what I've got now, which is one of the 3 weapons. I have Sunder, or one of the 3 items, relics, that I need to face Dagoth Ur. So I've got Sunder right now. That's what I gotta use first, is I gotta find this heart, hit it with the hammer to cause it to start singing, or making it for it to start ringing, and then I equip Keening, and I hit it with Keening, which starts it to fracture. And that's the first stage of the use of wielding the powers, because then from there I can just leave it like that and it'll turn me into a god. Or I start striking it again with Keening, fracturing it more to the point where it actually fractures all the tethers that are bound to the Heartstone. That will turn everybody in the tribunal, all the gods in the tribunal, back to mortal, along with Dagoth Ur, and then I'll be able to just walk up and kill him. So, so I've got Wraithguard, which is, where is it? Right here. Yep, I've got Wraithguard equipped. I have to have that equipped to counteract Keening and the hammer. If I don't have this equipped, then the weapons protect themselves from being in the wrong hands. You have to have Wraithguard. Yeah, I love this game too. I've got 3 of them, to be honest. I've got 3, 4, and 5, of course. I got all 3, 4, and 5, the whole series. Got it for Xbox. Game of the Year editions for all of them. On Xbox, I got 5 for PlayStation 4, 3, 4, and 5 Game of the Year edition over the counter for the PC, and then I bought 3, 4, and 5 special editions through Steam. So that's what I'm playing these through. I play these through Steam. So yeah. And yes, I actually burned up 3 Xboxes playing Morrowind, Elder Scrolls 3. I actually killed 3 Xboxes with this game. Killed 2 2 360s playing 5. I don't want to fire up my new 360. So I just decided, let's just put them on the PC. The PCs are tough and tough. They're not gonna break like the Xbox. So I just use my Xbox mainly for streaming videos from YouTube, from Hulu, Netflix, and those other streaming sites. I think it's individual choice myself. Only downfall, the only reason why I don't use a multi-platform game is because of keyboard. I just need to reset up my Xbox wireless Xbox setup that I've got for this, so I can use my controller. But me personally, me and quite a few other people enjoy the PC gaming part, because a lot of these games for the PC come with construction sets also. You don't see that with the other platforms. It's just the game. Or if you buy PC, which actually comes out cheaper, you can get it cheaper, but also it comes with all this stuff to allow you to make all your customize the game itself right there at home. Like all three, I don't know about Skyrim. That I don't know. I have. See, I've got 3 and 4, 3, 4, and 5, 3 and 4 for PC, but I don't have Skyrim for PC yet. I've got it on Steam, so I don't know if number 5 comes with the construction set. I think it does. My brother-in-law Joseph's got it for PC, and I think he told me it comes with the construction set also. It sounds like that would be right, what I remember. Which I haven't played around with a bit, made custom items, placed them in game save world saved games, and add them into containers, stuff like that. Was even looking at the construction set for number 4, Oblivion, and it looks like you actually can add on more instances to it. You can cut holes in the map and add doors that go into new maps that you can design. So, I haven't played with that part yet. I just kind of snooped around with it, read a little bit about it on the internet, and kind of did my research before I actually started playing with it. But then that was years ago, and I got distracted and kind of wandered off. So, anyways, let's see, where are we? Okay, we need to head to Dagoth Ur. We saved. We're ready to go, I think. Yes. I think we're ready to go and beat on Dagoth Ur. So we need to go that way. A bit this way. Yeah, just follow the road this time. Quit trying to jump the side of the mountain by thinking that takes you quicker. Yeah, I've had these. This was the first one of the series that I got, that I started with. Do not hit me with that stuff. I will crack you in the head. Yeah, I burned up 3 Xboxes with this freaking game. I played it so much. Every winter I'd just sit down. As soon as we got the notice we're being laid off, first snowstorm hits, and that night temperature starts dropping below freezing. We're like, yep, we'll get a couple installs left, and that's it. Okay, let's look at world map. Oops. I come back this way, don't I? It is a level 17 orc warrior. There we go. Sign the warrior. I'm a level 17 orc warrior. Reputation, bounty, no bounty, sign, born under the sign of the warrior. Okay. Whether or not I'm actually at a point where I could tackle Dagoth Ur, I don't know. Level 17. Shit. Yeah! Fucking orc pulled it off. Ha. Fucking orc, Morty, look at me, goddammit. Quit trying to fucking find reason. Just be amazed, I'm a goddamn orc. I'm with the orc, I'm with the fucking orc. What was that? Crank. I had to come in here before, and there is a crank. Oh, that's it. Can't remember where it's at. I swear it was just right over here, maybe. Right on. Yeah, if I have a chance to play as an orc, I just play as an orc. Big ugly orc. I swear the damn crank is over here. Oh, there it is. He's right in front of me, man. Just take a moment and actually look around. Ooh, 12 o'clock. 12:10 on the clock. I thought I cleared these chambers. I had to come in here to get one of them, something, for a prior quest. So let me switch back over. Make sure I enter through the right. Oops. It's not the Citadel, it's 6 House. Okay. Really? These Dagoth Ur and the heart. Okay, so those two are in the same chamber. Aklakan's chamber. So that's what I need to do. Okay. We're gonna... I am using, oops. Most of my stuff, 99% of it's Daedric. Got the Daedric boots, I put marking on it. I was wanting to put silence on there to make my, I don't know why I put marking face palm on that one. And Curious of Fire, 4 points of fire shield, constant effect. Daedric Greaves, nothing enchanted yet. Nothing on the left gauntlet or the pauldrons are so low of enchantment value. You really can't stick anything other than casting type thing. And I wanted just a few that just did some basics. So I got like a couple shields. Yeah. try and play the character. So I go for like the big, bulky, maybe a little slow on their feet, but they're like a freight train. Once they get up to speed, you really can't. You just get out of their way. It's just getting them up to speed. That's the slow part. Let's see, Danger Shield to shields. I put on a shield of 10 points, 5 feet on self, constant effect. Had mini held helm of sight. I made Night Eye for 50 points on self. We got Wraithguard. That's one of the 3 artifacts I need. My belt is water breathing and 50 feet of self. Exquisite Shirt of the Sun. I gave myself light for 60 points on self. I got the Neverine facing ring that gives me invisibility. And then my necklace gives me 24% of chameleon. So those 2 items right there, what make it really hard for the NPCs to lock on and actually see me. They know I'm there. They just have a hard time unless they're staring dead at me to actually see me. Oh, I see. Ha ha. You just threw that stuff at me, boy? Seriously? I wanted that bottle. Give me that water. Give me that potion. Here, poison. Cool. Let's see. Let's go ahead and see if I got some health potions. Okay. Hey, everybody. Let me take a moment and give you thanks for stopping by and hanging out with me. I much appreciate that, everybody. Thanks for stopping by and hanging out with me on my stony little trip through this video game. Oh, shit, I'm looking for health potion. I want to go ahead and top off my health. Because this guy is tough. And he's going to be throwing his shit at me while I'm trying to do the, destroy the binding. Need 1 restore health. Right there. Inner facility. Okay. Let's make sure I'm on the right path. Looking. Okay. That's gonna be weird. Okay, so I gotta go down into lower into faculty cavern and then we walk each other into the chamber. As you follow me into the chamber. Your inner chamber.
Come, bring Wraithguard to the Heart Chamber. Together let us free the cursed false gods.
Scale. Okay. Die, dude. Door didn't want to open.
Welcome, Neverine. Together we shall speak for the law and the land, and shall drive the mongrel dogs of the Empire from Morrowind. Is this how you honor the Sixth House and the tribe unmourned? Come to me openly, and not by stealth.
Blood ring. Yeah, take that from you. Oh, okay, we found dead heroes again. Not too bad. Shit. Lithium. Okay. Hot money is always good. I got a face for radio and a voice for Morse code. Right on.
Welcome, Moon and Star, to this place where destiny is made. What a fool you are. I'm a god. How can you kill a god? What a grand and intoxicating innocence. How could you be so naive? There is no escape. No recall or intervention can work in this place. Come.
I paid attention, I right into him. Okay. Where is the Heart of Lorcan? Look for a big red rock. Shit. Load real quick. Okay. I can't remember where I saved. Probably Kogorak. Female. Okay. So, attempt 1 failed. I gotta find the heart. Go straight. Seymour Man the Croc here. Hee hee hee. Okay, that's where I'm headed right there. Just keep on going straight. Straight uphill, and I think then it traverses to the right little side thingy. Right? Nope. Wrong way. This way? Hey, John. It's me, Gazorpazorp Field. Fuck you, John. Fuck you. Oh wow, it kind of glitched out there. Okay, now I understand. That's why it was hard to see the game object was kind of glitchy. That was weird. It was in the other game, the two wire meshes were, yeah. It wasn't where it was supposed to be. Why, I don't know. Get off my back! Okay. Just walk along, next thing you know, you wake up dead. Dagoth up here. No, this was where I was supposed to go. I remember that guy. He was in full glass. That's cool looking freaking, yeah. Glass armor looks really cool. Lightweight. No, looks cool. Okay, it just wants up so I could just charge into battle and just go to town.
Come, bring Wraithguard to the Heart Chamber. Together let us free the cursed false gods. Welcome, Neverine. Together we shall speak for the law and the land, and shall drive the mongrel dogs of the Empire from Morrowind.
Because he's supposed to try and talk me into joining him.
Is this how you honor the Sixth House and the tribe unmourned? Come to me openly, and not by stealth.
Okay. let's close and let's save right here before we go through that door. Save.
Welcome, Moon and Star, to this place where destiny is made.
Supposed to try and talk me into joining him. Back. Out here, the ring of Azure and the hearthrink can be found near the ring of Azure as a reward for beating Dagoth Ur and only appears on your way out. There is a bridge that leads to the heart. Okay. Okay, gonna take a moment to do the research on this one. Main quest. Okay, we're just gonna have to do trial and error. You are consider offering to accept your oath of service. You might try to find my trust by giving me Wraithguard, King, and Sunder. I thought we might once again be friends, comrades, brothers in arms. In this place, empowered by right of conquest, by right of daring. And enterprise, I will not risk it, cunning and deceit. By offering you beacon, you heal. You are my enemy. I cannot trust you. And even if you are not my enemy, I cannot let you live. Decided here, I believe I will prevail, but I cannot be sure. And I am vain enough that should I fall, I would wish to be remembered in my own words. So if you have final questions you would ask them now. I have final questions I would ask you. Cultists evolve through various stages of enlightenment. They will become as suits their abilities, either holy warriors or priests. Their duty is to prepare themselves for service. Their joy and liberation is to enter ever more deeply into the profound enlightenment of the divine dream world. I will free the Denmer from the imperial yoke and cast down the false gods of the temple. I will lead them out of their ancient superstitions and gift them with intimate knowledge of the divine. And perhaps when Morrowind is once again restored to its ancient glories, it will be time to consider whether the Denmer should cultivate ambitions of empire. If by my crimes you mean the inevitable suffering and destruction caused by war, then I accept the burden of leadership. The Sixth House cannot be restored without war. Enlightenment cannot grow without the risk of upsetting the traditional bound and complacent herd. And the mongrel armies of the Empire cannot be expelled from Morrowind without bloodshed, as I have charity and compassion, I grieve. But our mission is just and noble. There you go. I have no idea what happened to the Dilemma. I've been denied the opportunity to study Wraithguard, and I'm not sure how much of Kagranak's lore was invested in his tools, how much in his own sorcery and mastery. I've long studied Kagranak, and have come to admire his wisdom and craft. Someday, after the campaigns of the Sixth House are secure, I hope to have time to dedicate to this mystery. Akalakin will serve three purposes. First, it will be the champion of my armies, liberating first Wardenfell, then Morrowind, and then perhaps the rest of Tenville. Second, it will serve as a sower and cultivator of the divine substance derived from the heart. Three, it will serve as the prominent banner and symbol of our cause, to defy the Empire, to liberate the mortals from the ancient superstitions, and to glorify our crusade against the gods. There we go.
What a fool you are. I'm a god. How can you kill a god? What a grand and intoxicating innocence. How could you be so naive? There's no escape. No recall or intervention can work in this place. Come, lay down your weapons. It is not too late for my mercy.
Somewhere, somehow, I've got to be able to cross over to the heart, but I don't know where the fracking heart is. I don't remember where the fracking heart is.
You will die.
There's no actual map locally. I gotta probably look for it. Oh, there's a bridge. I can just stay away from Dagoth Ur because I'm really hurting. There we go. Switch weapons to key.
What are you doing? What are you doing? Fool, stop!
Beat him. I figured out how to get it. Okay. Trial and error. Okay, let's do this line of questioning again.
Welcome, Moon and Star, to this place where destiny is made.
Okay.
What a fool you are. I'm a god. How can you kill a god? What a grand and intoxicating innocence. How could you be so naive? There is no escape. No recall or intervention can work in this place. Come, lay down your weapons. It is not too late for my mercy.
Die, Fetcher!
I just can't let him fall through the frame. That's what happened. He fell through the skin. Fell through the map. Glitched, basically.
What are you doing? What are you doing? Stop!
Oh, he just vanishes. That's it. we get a laugh. Okay, we have beat Dagoth Ur. I destroyed the heart of Akatosh. Oh, that's all it does. It operates the fucking gateway. So I don't even have to mess with that. Okay, so now...
You no longer bear the burden of prophecy. You have achieved your destiny. You are free. The Doom Duima's folly, Lord Dagoth's temptation, the Tribunal's seduction, the God's heart freed, the prophecy fulfilled. All fate sealed and sins redeemed. If you have pity, mourn the lost, but let the weeping cease. The blight is gone, and the sun's golden honey gilds the land. Hail, Savior, Hortator, and Neverine. Your people look to you for protection. Monster and villains, great and small, still threaten the people of Vardenfell. Enemies and evils abound, yet indomitable will might rid Morrowind of all its ills. For you, our thanks and blessing, our gift and token given. Come, take this thing from the hand of God.
Okay. So now that unlocks the last... I've got... This will unlock the final 5 writs of assassination for the Morag tongue. So I need to complete those 5. Now this, again, this is the Game of Year edition. I believe there's a vampire quest I'm supposed to do, and a werewolf quest also. So, what we'll do is work on the writs tonight, and then tomorrow morning I'll read up on the expansion packs. It's been a while. It's been about, what, 3 or, well, even longer than that, because I started playing 4, or started playing number 4, and then got number 5, and that's the last one I played. I didn't roll back yet. This is the first time I've rolled back and started from the first one I got. So it's been a really long time since I've played it, but if I'm remembering right, there is a added on from one of the expansion packs, the vampire quest line. And then there's a added from the other expansion, a werewolf quest line. And both quest lines, I think I have to contract the disease and then find a cure. But then I have the ability to switch back and forth between forms. But I want to look it up tomorrow and go through it and make sure that they don't cross-taint each other, and if I'm right. But yeah, we've got 2 expansion packs, so there's definitely a couple more big quest lines we can do, and then from there we'll go ahead and maybe we'll do number 5. I'll start with Oblivion. That one's a really nice one. That was pretty tough, running around closing all those Oblivion gates and stuff. Number 5, Skyrim. I never did get to finish it. I got like maybe 5% of it done. So I'm gonna be really new to that. I'm gonna have to be working those help sheets quite a bit to help me get through that one. So let me get out of here, and we will get my butt outside and see if, well, let's There we go.
Greetings to you. A pleasure to meet you.
Oh, I didn't reset myself back.
What was that?
Oh, crap. Let me go to... I need to get to Balmora. Save there. And then what I'll do at Balmora is I will save the game there, unload my excess stuff. Yeah, I'm gonna go this way. Oh crap, you know what I forgot to grab is that ring that appears after. Damn it. After I kill Dagoth Ur, I'm supposed to go back into that first chamber where we do all the riddles and crap. And a ring appears that I'm supposed to grab as a gift for defeating him. And it's supposed to appear in that room, that chamber where we ask each other questions. I totally spaced it. But that's alright, it's up there by Balmora. What I need to do is just rest, unload some of my stuff, rest, and then I'll
Outlander.
set my mark there, so I return there. And then, yeah. Do that, yeah. I'm gonna go to Balmora, unload, save there, mark there, and then I'll run back up to Dagoth Ur's chamber and grab that ring that I totally spaced out. But there's a really cool ring you get after defeating him. Yeah, he went down like a punk. Balmora.
Where would you like to go?
Here. Yep.
There is someone watching me. I can tell.
Oops. I don't need to talk to him. I'm where I need to be. I just need to go to my temporary housing. Get some rest, unload some gear. Get some rest. I got a shit ton of shit. Just drop off all that crap. Okay. Magic. Any other device, big ass devices I can drop. That. 935. That's not a bad weight. That's what I've been averaging. Okay. Yeah, it's a cool game. I really, yeah, it's it. I like this game so much, I burned up 3 Xboxes with it. So, yeah. It's always a nice game to just sit back, throw some wood on the fire, and sit back and just play for hours on end. Okay, so let's take a quick rest. Oh, let's do mark. No. There we go. Put my hands away until healed. Bada bing, bada boom. Okay. Oh, that's a mark. Okay, I gotcha. That's what the little white X was. That's what I'm looking for. Save. Okay. Yes. Yep. Love the. I was in. What are they called? The cat people. I enjoy those NPCs. They're pretty cool. In fact, Revere is my first trader I always go to unload my stuff. What I usually do is just basically just unload junk. You acquire a bunch of stuff. I just started just saying, fuck it, just click, go. Oh, I'm like 3,000 over his limit. I just hit his limit. There you go. Fuck it, sell it. I'm just gonna go rob somebody for another 400, 500 gold. That's where most of my most of the money I make comes from is just the looting. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna end this portion. It's Pickle Rick Patch, right on. And then I'll start up a new stream for the final portion. I think it'll be part 4 of the Morag Tongue final quests. So when oh god, that what Jaguar says or something, I can't remember. But anyways, what we'll do is we're gonna stop this specific stream and then start up a new one dealing with the part, we'll think I'll call it part 4 of the Morag Tongue final writs, and we'll go from there and do all those writs, and then tomorrow morning I'll sit down and look over the expansion packs, Tribune and I think Ritual, the Tribune and the Ritual or something like that for it, and see exactly what the main quests are for him, and then I'll start up tomorrow morning. I'm shooting for 8 o'clock, but depends on how late of a night I push this tonight. Hopefully we can finish the last 5 writs. So let me stop this stream on OBS, and then we'll be right back with the new stream. So see you guys here in a few minutes. Thanks for stopping by, and hopefully see you guys jump onto the new one, to the next one here in a few minutes.